that me? When a Man Loves a Woman. Was that who was playing there? Michael Bolton. Yeah, it's a big challenge when a man loves a woman. It can break a heart or two. Seamus McGivern from System for You.
For Results.
For Results. System
Yes.
for Results. That's the name of your business.
That's right.
See, I get carried away when I hear these songs of love and all of that. And that's my difficulty. Stop it and get back to this. But Business Network, the Nurian Moore Business Network, this week we're looking at the activity of the Nurian Moore Business Network, and we're heading towards a moment when next week there's a special open day. It's Tuesday morning in the Canal Court Hotel.
That's correct.
What kind of people do you want to come to that?
We want local businesses in the Nurian Moore area who are either based in the area or region, or who are promoting their businesses there. People who want to expand and grow and wanted to do it in a low-cost way, where they meet local people, other business owners who have the same agenda.
You were in at the very beginning of the Nurian Moore Business
That's right.
Network.
There's a few of us set it up originally.
And where did the idea come from?
Well, business networking's been around a long time, and there's been previous groups in the Newry area, and there's these sort of groups throughout Ireland and throughout the world. So it's not unique in that, but the difference is we're not part of any master group, and we're local guys who have set this up together. Started out probably just over a year ago. There was about half a dozen of us. Now we're 22 to 25.
And is there a measurable improvement in your fortune as a consequence of this networking?
Oh, absolutely. You know,
Tell me how.
Okay. Well, I invest every week. I invest my Tuesday morning to the group to 9 o'clock. I've just left the group this morning, and in the group this morning there were 22 local businesses.
Yes.
They're secretary of it, so I would collate all the figures and stuff on it.
Yeah.
In the last month, there was 94 pieces of business were referred around that table. That's not just me buying of somebody else in the group. That's me saying, well, I know somebody who wants a service that you could offer.
And is it possible to say how many of the referrals were turned actually into bottom line cash business?
That was over £90,000 with a thank you for the money business. That was other business owners who've turned around and says, here's a slip, thank you for the money. Now, there's one or two large projects involved in that, but on the whole, there's people getting business, a referral that's worth £20, there's others getting a few £100. There's a car guy who sold a van last week. You know, so the mix depends on your business size.
And small is beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because the meat is sweetest closer to the bone.
Absolutely.
When you're in there cutting it fine and being very precise and being well focused and tuning it well. You're going to go places.
We had a visitor this morning, and she's a local florist here down Monaghan Street, and she walked away this morning with a referral on her first visit, and she was only a visitor today to look and see what it's all about. She walked away with somebody saying, I'm coming in to do some business with you. She also has 22 other businesses in that room who now will be thinking of her if they're thinking flowers. Yeah. And you say you like the love tunes and that, well, what do we need? We need flowers and honey bunches on Monaghan Street there. So
my days of flowers are over, I tell you. I pose the question: Is the rose a thorn bush with a flower, or a flower with a thorn? there's the big question.
Big question. Two different points of view.
Honey bunch is a nice name, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, very good.
It is a nice name. Your own business, what do you do in real life, in your own business?
In my own business, I help local businesses. So, say for example, a local business has brought themselves to a level, and they're saying, okay, what can I do now to bring it to the next level? Yeah. I'm unsure what to do, and I want help. Yeah. So I'll go in and I'll look at where they are. I'll do an analysis of their business, see how it's performing, and then I'll show them ways and means that can help them grow their business, whether that's online marketing. It could be online. For others, it's not online. You know, it could be using better use of their advertising material. Yeah. It could be looking at what they're saying to customers. You know, we all have, if we're in business in a while, we've all have customers. Yes. And we tend to always think, where am I going to get new customers from?
But you have them already.
But we don't.
They're there.
We give more attention to the new person sometimes than we do to the existing.
It's about customer archiving.
Absolutely.
To have them there, you press the button and Joe Blogs comes out. Yeah, we got that.
Yes.
That's the way it works.
Understand your customers and helping them buy more from you, because people buy of people they know and understand and trust, and that takes time to build up. And sometimes we concentrate too much on the new person and not on the existing one.
Seamus, you've got a light in your eye and a smile on your face. Business must be going well in Newry and Mourne.
It is. It's on the up, and there's a good positive vibe about it. If we look back to the networking group even a year ago, we would have had people coming along, no, but it's always a struggle, and you the negativity.
Oh.
Now, while you have to accept there are problems out there, I'm very much the glasses half full sort of guy, and always have been. And there
but
are
I think as a business person, you must be that.
Yeah, you have
otherwise you'll never do business.
And they always say there's more proper millionaires made in a recession than there are in the boom time.
Yeah. And when did you declare yourself to be the millionaire?
Not yet.
Not yet. But you're heading there. You're heading. Someone told me once that it's not all that difficult to be a millionaire nowadays, because you just go up the ladder a wee bit, and a normal up the ladder home would be worth $1 million and a wee bit more. So we're maybe all closer to being millionaires than we realise.
Yeah, we'll earn $1 million in our lifetime anyway if we take our lifetime earnings, probably.
Oh God,
the people that are starting out working today. So, you know, that's important.
Yeah.
And, you know, like if you look at the diversity of the group, you know, the main guy, I think you spoke to him before, is John.
John Hughes.
John Hughes.
He's a great guy.
He can tell a joke or two, and he keeps us entertained there.
He's a good
you know, and on a
it's
serious side.
very unusual for a Scotsman to be able to keep anybody entertained. John, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah.
Yeah, no, good guy, and he's from financial services.
Yeah.
And the other side of the spectrum, we have garden supplies, we have every type of business that's there. And, you know, we were just collating the invitations this morning for next week, and we have 50 people who've said they're coming. So we will have a room of 70 people plus next week.
And how will it, you know, if 69 people are going to have to sit and listen to 70, you know, it's going to be a long session. How does it work?
Well, basically, it'll all depend on the numbers. If we have 70 in the room, which is absolutely fantastic, the guests will see how it works in the basis of the members will go through what they normally do, i.e. stand up and say, my business is a system for results. I help businesses grow by use of low-cost marketing.
Yeah.
John talks about his financial services business. We do that for 30 seconds, 60 seconds. We'll go around the room, and then we give everybody a chance to introduce themselves.
Yeah.
Then, after that, then give them an opportunity to come back, and possibly half of them may come back to the following week, and over the following weeks we'll get more of them to come back. They'll see it on a more level basis and see how it can grow their businesses.
Yeah. How's advertising going for you nowadays? You have an expertise in this. Are people? I sense that we are really moving into the age of the internet. That's an important thing. We, for example, in Destination Uri, have we take websites a stage further. A thing called Vadio, and it's virtually giving a business or a community organization its own television station. Right. You sell your own ads. You bring the whole thing in. We should be with you down there doing things. We should be members of the network.
Yes.
Meeting people.
Yes, meeting people, because if you're helping other people grow their business through that medium, like, there are many different ways of growing a business, and not every business is suited to online. Others are suited to different ways, and it's about having an objective and asking yourself, okay, I want a website. For what purpose do you want that website, and are you getting results? So
you see, the awful thing about a website, I had the most beautiful website in the world for my Nuri Africa link. Magnificent images, wonderful images. Images I never thought in my life I would have the privilege of taking in the bush of Africa. Gorgeous stuff. But I didn't manage it. I just put it all up there. It was all there. It was like just having a newspaper opened on an ongoing basis on television. And it wasn't moving, it wasn't being updated. And I didn't know how to do that. Very good at the photographs, very good at the writing, very good at the composition of it, but it wasn't taking me anywhere.
Yeah, well, I give you an analogy of what I believe some websites are. You know, building a website is like getting a big bunch of posters or leaflets printed and sitting them on your shelf in your office.
Don't you know that has happened?
Oh, absolutely.
You've seen it.
Absolutely. You get all these leaflets printed, they sit on a shelf and nobody gets them. What's the point? So for what, I always ask, if you're doing any marketing, you're doing an activity, for what purpose? And is it measurable? So whether that be online or offline, and you know, and a lot of at the end of the day, people are saying, you know, we need to work a lot more online. Yes, but we've got to get the people offline to do business. Unless we have an e-shop.
What does that mean, get them offline to do business?
Well, if you've got...
I think you went online and you put your product out there online, and then somebody says, oh, I want that, and they go PayPal, and ding dong, it's done. You stay online, but no, you're saying
no,
you
the
come
vast
offline.
majority of business is done offline.
Offline.
Vast
Yeah.
majority. You have your eBays and you have a lot of these online Pacific companies. But if we look at our local businesses in the Uri and Mourne area,
Yeah.
for example, and just pick the example we mentioned earlier on, the florist.
The florist, yes,
right,
Honey
okay,
Bunch.
Honey Bunch. So they have, I don't know, I haven't looked at their business too much other than I heard this morning.
Yeah.
But let's say they have an online site and, okay, the ability there maybe is to order online. But what she wants to promote and they need to promote is their business,
Yeah.
and get the opportunity for them then to get the people to come into their shop,
Yeah.
or ring them up and order the flowers.
Yeah.
The vast majority of business is done one-on-one.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, how you doing? My name's Seamus.
Yeah, but isn't
your
that the
name's Rowan.
nice thing?
Yeah.
It's always nice. There is a kind of satisfaction in the spending.
Yes.
And when you're saying, well, how much do you want? Now, is that the best you can do?
Yeah, that's
and
right.
you have a wee bit of chat. I was saying that to Raymond McCabe. I bought a lovely table of him.
Yeah.
And the ability to deal, as though I'm standing in the square in Tangier,
Yes.
to sort of say,
Yeah.
right, okay, no
Do that
good to
deal,
me.
yeah, yeah.
You have to do better
Yes,
than that.
that's right.
And the bit of banter goes on.
Yeah.
It's in us.
Yeah. Well, people go online for information. Predominantly, we search for information. We want to get an understanding of what it is. We want to see who has got what. And then when we're in the buying mood, i.e. moving on one stage from just, I'm interested in what you have to offer, I now want to buy something. And
Yeah.
I want to, so I now go, and invariably we go to our local shops. The vast majority is still done offline, and in the future will. Because if we look at the very simplistic thing, look at Newry Town, the biggest shop in Newry at the moment has a massive online presence, and yet no, they build a massive store at the Belfast Road.
Absolutely.
You know, so if they're staying, it's still
Yeah.
in it's the business still on the high street,
Yeah,
i.e. on the
it's
local.
on the high- and-
it's still there.
And Larry Phillips was with us the last couple of days on the programme. He's the fruiterer and vegetables in Hill Street. He's there as a great presence, holding his own with the multinationals, doing his thing.
Doing his thing.
And he's there as a physical presence.
But the internet gives us that ability to communicate with a broader range of people over an easy and at low cost. You know, we can take your newspapers you have in front of you there. You can spend money on those, but you can do that effectively online as well. So it's just another medium. It's just one of many. And for what I would say to a business, that if they only use one way of promoting their business, i.e. online or with a newspaper, well, I think they're missing a trick. What happens if that internet goes down? What happens if that newspaper disappears? What happens? So the more, as I would call, routes to market, i.e. ways of communicating your message to your customers and prospects out there, the better. So you're stronger business.
I think if I were wanting to promote my business, I would be with you, because you're firing me.
Yeah.
You're giving me an enthusiasm. And that's what it's about. And you can. So where do people find you?
They find me at systems for the number 4 resultsire.com.
Yep.
Or you can get me at Seamus at systemsforresultsire.com.
I think we'll focus on just one for them, because they'll forget it.
Yeah, the website.
Systems, the figure 4,
results
IRE.com.
Yep.
That's it. Because if you don't put the IRE, you get to London or somewhere
You get
else.
the UK one, but if you get that, the inquiry will still come back to myself,
back to
because we're
yourself.
part of the one group.
And that's to build your business, to good marketing and all of that. You find the man. And then if you want to be involved in the business network, the Newry and Mourne Business Network, the thing to do is to go to the Canal Court.
Yeah, go to the Canal Court. Contact myself or John. You can contact me on my mobile, 07971.
Hold it slow now. 07971
827
827
591.
591. I
Yeah.
think that'll get them all right.
Yeah.
That'll be good. We're going to play you a piece of music now, dear boy.
Thank you.
Now, what will we give him, Dee? I leave it in your call. That's it. He's Dee Rafferty. He's a good guy. He does good things.
Thank you.